comedy show, What I Did Last Summer, Caught in a Web, Truth or Scare. Here she is, Miss Araceli Reyes.
Hi, I'm Araceli. I'm 1/4 Spanish, 1/4 Irish, 1/4 Russian, and 1/4 Mexican. So, dinner at my house is usually a culinary experience. On St. Patrick's Day, I took my parents to an Irish pub, and we wanted to try some new dishes, so we asked the waitress what the specials were, and she smiled and said, haggis. So I asked her what was in it, and she said, oh, it's a yummy meat with lots of yummy spices, a lot of awesome sauce, and it tastes like heaven. Sounded good to me, so we all ordered it, and it was really delicious, like really good. So when I got home, I decided to Google it, maybe I'd make the recipe, and it said it was made from sheep's wool. Now, I don't know what offal is, but it sounded a whole lot like awful to me. So I searched what offal was, and turns out it's made from lungs, hearts, and livers. Ew! I could still taste it in my mouth. I felt sick to my stomach. And you know what the worst part is? It's not even Irish. It's Scottish. I'm from a small town called Falls City, just outside of Seattle, Washington, and I grew up on a small farm in a log cabin. We still live there, but now to impress people in LA, we call it log condo. So I needed some new clothes to audition in, so my dad took me to the mall. Now, I love my dad and everything, but his sense of fashion dates all the way back to when dinosaurs walked the earth. So I tend to keep my distance away from him. But somehow he still manages to find something for me, and he'll hold up a dress and yell from across the store, hey honey, wouldn't this dress look great on? Yeah, Dad, on what? On fire? We have a small farm which includes ducks, chickens, goats, turkeys, and rabbits. And we have all this food walking around, and yet my parents still order takeout. We also have a lot of wild animals around, like bears, snakes, coyotes, and I've never been afraid of these animals. But when I came to LA and saw a cockroach, I screamed, and then realized it was only my agent. I'm in a band. Well, I play trombone in the school band, but I do have a problem though. My arm isn't long enough to reach the G note, so every time I go to hit the G note, I have to catch the slide with my foot, and in the process of it, I end up kicking everybody else in the head. We came up with a solution though. I'm the only orchestra where the entire front sections are wearing helmets. I also play the piano. Well, it's a player piano, but we had company over for dinner, and I was pretending to play fleur-de-lis for them. But they happened to notice when I sneezed, and I covered my mouth with my hands, and somehow the music was still playing. See, my bad. My mom is a doctor, and all you hear about at the dinner table is about medicines and different diseases. You, Mom, I'm eating haggis here. And after a while of hearing all this, I became a hypochondriac. One night at dinner, I remember, I said, Mom, I don't feel well. I can't stop sneezing. And she said, well, honey, maybe if you stopped putting so much pepper on your food next time, that wouldn't happen. Really, Mom? 10 years of medical school, and that's all you've got. Since my mom was a doctor, sometimes I think I'm a doctor, and I start diagnosing my friends. My friend Hannah was sneezing and coughing and had the sniffles, and I diagnosed her. You have rhinopharyngitis disease. A common cold? That'll be $300, please. Thank you. I don't usually make log condo calls. Oh, one more thing. My Uncle Larry works for the CIA. Well, sort of. He's a chef at the Culinary Institute of America. But he will never divulge his secret recipes. Thank you, everybody. I'm Araceli.